Well, I just have the one for Susan. This is obviously as a Marks and Spencer customer, because I also, you were talking about the customer reviews, and they are relatively new on most of the very big websites, and certainly from a personal experience, I find them very helpful. How does the process go about of the customer reviews coming in? How long does it take to get them filtered and get them put on? And
they are mediated, so that obviously we have some people who take the opportunity to write all sorts of things up there otherwise, but they're mediated, but only in terms of making sure nothing inappropriate appears on the site. Good and bad gets put up probably within an hour, and that then.
Is it always the most recent at the top? Because sometimes when I've been looking at them, it seemed that they not the M&S ones, but other websites, they weren't necessarily in the order in which they came in.
No, they should be the most recent at the top, I think. Although I'm not sure whether you've got a sort option on some of them, good and bad. We put them up there as soon as we possibly can, and then what happens from there is that any bad ones then get sent through to our customer services centre, who respond to the customer, find out more. Sometimes they're invited to come and join a panel to try and improve the product. Quite often we will then send those customers, if we've got their customer details held in a database somewhere, we will send them the new product when it comes out and say, what do you think of this? You wrote a bad review last time, has it improved? Or, for example, recently with flowers, we had a case where a lot of customers said that the particular format the flowers arrived either broken or crushed, because we had a new supplier and we were trying a new sort of vase. And we were able to change that within a number of days and then put something on the site to say, you said this, we've changed it, the product's now been improved. All the old reviews stayed up so that customers could see the responses previously, but then we started getting new comments saying, we've tried it, it's great, don't ignore the other reviews, this is now really improved. So customers do actually mediate for themselves as well.
So I think it's one of the things people say about sites like TripAdvisor, one bad review which is near the top can make such a difference, and actually it's not fair. Obviously, you need to look at the full number of reviews. Now, before we move on to our next session, let's see if there are any questions. Otherwise, oh yes, there's one in the middle.
I was interested in what you said about the fact that you're needing to find people internally at M&S to manage content, and I just wondered if you could say a bit more about that, because obviously, as you made the point, you're a retailer, not necessarily a publisher. Yeah. So how's that going?
Well, we have quite a number of different teams who manage our different print media at the moment. So, for example, we have a great team that do our home catalogue at Axon Publishing. We've got Redwood who do our magazine. But at the moment, all these different teams tend to operate on their particular streams of work. We've also got an in-house studio, and then, of course, we have our agencies. Where we're trying to move things on at the moment is, for example, to bring some of our social managers together with our publishing arms, so that we can actually get the benefit of both worlds and effectively each side can learn. We're at the very early stages of that, and in fact I've got some of my colleagues in the audience today who manage our magazine and our catalogues, and I think they'd probably feel that we haven't really started along that journey very far yet. I think the good thing we've managed to do is to get a lot of that visual and verbal content now replicated online as well as in our print, so that at least the customer can see the continuity between the two. The trick is going to be making it social, so that when we actually have the same conversation, you can relate it to what's in the magazine and effectively turn it on its head, so the magazine becomes the snapshot in time of the bigger conversation that's happening every day.